Bole Baba Ki Jai, Jai Mahamaya Ki Jai. So in chapter 1, the last of the book 3, we heard Janamaja asking many questions of Vedavyasa about who to worship and what was the cause of all this huge universe and Brahmanda. And he says that he asked the same questions of sage Narada, who's actually the son of Brahma. And here in chapter 2, we're going to get some answers. The Lord of the Munis said to me the following reply: O Veda Vyasa, what shall I say to you on this point more than this, that a doubt occurred to me also in my former days. The questions that you have put to me today rose in my mind before. And I went to my father, Brahma, of endless energy, and asked him thus: O Lord, O fathers, whence is this whole Brahmanda born? Have you created it? Or is it Vishnu or Mahadeva, or all-pervading so? Who is there in this Brahmanda fit to worship, O Lord of the worlds? Who is the topmost Lord, ruling over everything? Kindly say. O Brahman, I am plunged in the sea of Maya and perils. My heart is agitated with doubts, hence it is not appeased in any place of pilgrimage, or in thinking of any deva, or in practicing any sadhana, or in any other object. O sinless one, give me the answers duly, and thus remove my doubts. O tormentor of foes, unless the highest truth is known, peace is not found. This heart, distracted in various ways, cannot rest fixed on one subject. Whom am I to remember? Whom to worship? Where to go? Whom to praise? Who is the supreme God in this universe? Brahma, the grandsire of beings, replied to me as follows: O highly illustrious son, what more shall I say to you than this, that even Vishnu is unable to answer your questions? So difficult are they indeed. O great intelligent one, nobody that is attached to this world knows anything about this. Those who are unattached to this world, who are free from any envy, those who are without desires and calm, those high-souled ones know the secret of all this. In former days, when all was water, water everywhere, and all things moving and non-moving were destroyed, when 5 elements were sprung, then I also was born from the lotus navel of Vishnu. Then, not seeing moon, sun, trees, or mountains, or anything, and sitting on the center of the lotus, thought thus: whence am I born in this great ocean of waters? Who has created me? Who is now my protector, and who will be my destroyer when this cycle ends? There is no earth distinctly visible anywhere here. On what then this mass of water rests? Lotus is termed Pankaja because it springs from mud and dirt. So unless there exists the earth underneath with mud and dirt, how is this lotus come out here? Now let me try and find out where is the root of this lotus, where is the mud and dirt. If this be found, then the earth will certainly also be there. Thus thinking, I dove underneath the water and searched for 1,000 years, but could not find earth anywhere. When the celestial voice entered my ears, practice tapasya, austerities. Hearing this celestial voice, I sat on the lotus, my birthplace, and practiced tapasya for 1,000 years. Next, the celestial voice came again and said, create. Hearing this, I became quite confounded and began to think myself, now what am I to create and what to do? After this, the 2 terrible demons, Madhu and Ketaba, came to me and tried to fight me, saying, fight with us. I became quite terrified, and holding the stem of the lotus, I got down within the water. There I saw a wonderful person asleep on the Ananta serpent. He was of a deep blue color, like a rain cloud, wearing yellow clothes, four-armed, garlanded with forest flowers, and the Lord of this whole universe. On the forearms of this Mahavishnu, there were conch shells, discs, clubs, and lotuses and other weapons. I saw this Vishnu sleeping on the Ananta serpent bed, motionless and under the influence of yoga nidra. I then thought within myself, what am I to do? Not being able to find any other way, I recollected the Devi, who was then in the nature of sleep, and began to praise her. The auspicious Devi Yoga Nidra, whose form could not be determined, immediately left the body of Vishnu and, decorated with divine ornaments, began to shine in the air. After she left the body of Vishnu, Vishnu immediately got up, and he fought terribly for 5,000 years with the demons Madhu and Kataba. Then, by the grace of the Divine Mother Bhagavati, he extended his own thighs, and then upon those thighs he slew the two demons. Where Vishnu and myself were standing, Rudradeva came also and joined with us. Then we three saw the beautiful Devi in the celestial space. We three then commenced to chant hymns to her, and she gladdened our hearts by her gracious look and said, O Brahma, O Vishnu, O Shiva, the two great demons are slain. Now forsake your laziness and do your respective works of creating, preserving, and destroying the universe. Create your own abodes and live in happiness. Create by your respective lordly powers the fourfold beings. Hearing the Devi's gentle, sweet words, we spoke, O Mother, there is no wide earth here. All is one mass of infinite ocean. There are no 5 elements, no 5 tanmatras, no sensual organs, no gunas. Nothing exists here. How can we then execute the work of creation, etc.? Hearing our words, the Devi smiled. Immediately there came from the sky overhead a beautiful aerial car. The Devi said, O Brahma, O Vishnu, O Shiva, get in this car without any fear. Today I will show you one wonderful thing. At her word, we got into the beautiful car without any fear. It was decorated with various gems and jewels, bedecked with pearls, emitting sweet tinkling sounds of bells, and looking as the abode of the celestials. Seeing us seated without fear, she made the car get up high in the sky by her force. Thus ends the second chapter, the third book on Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudras going towards the heaven in the celestial car, given by the Devi in the Mahapurana, Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Veda Vyasa. Mahamaya Mata Ki Jai, Harakandashvari Mata Ki Jai, Bule Baba Ki Jai.